on again as he did so well last year.
Well, it's actually been out in the full, so not as precise as last year, but good to see Josh Tuckwell getting in, and he's going to go again here. He's turned his player around. It's been fend off there by Wendy Winder. Surely was high, and the umpire has called it actually. So high fend off there, and it is going to Rutherford, and he will kick the Ellenbrook Eels into attack.
And Bishop just come in to start a bit of trouble there. Could he be the antagonist that they need? Hicks now. Long kick down. He's been very prominent. That's a good kick too into the danger zone.
Hurley again.
With attempted snap.
There's a lot of Ellenbrook water boys here. They're definitely not going to be thirsty today. They are getting plenty of water. St. Norbert's have cleared Ivor Smallcock, who's just been a little bit quiet this quarter.
Gutsy effort.
They're all around. The huge numbers here by Ellenbrook. Have a look. White, Rutherford, Anderson. They're all there. Josh Tuckwell with the ball in hands.
Oh, umpire. He was well inside the boundary line. What are you doing? Just let the play go on.
Reece Inns going up here. He was very dominant in last year's grand final. He's just been beaten there, but it was dodgy throwing that didn't give him any advantage at all. St. Norbert's are playing with it. Josh Tuckwell is going to put the Shepherd on. Alan Robertson got the hand out to Carl Bishop. Surely didn't have an umpire. He hasn't seen it. It's been played on there. Cannot see. Crazy camera work here. He's obviously being very excited. That's Anderson now with a huge kick. He'll be looking for his mate Luke Hurley.
Another chest mark dropped. That should have been taken. That was a real
handball
chance.
over top. Kappa handball into Hurley. Oh, it's been a shocking bounce.
Oh.
That was almost the bounce that Milne took in the grand final against Collingwood, and they probably should have just kicked it rather than fooling around with it a little bit there. But good to see Ellenbrook starting to dominate this game and putting a lot of pressure on St. Norbert's defence.
Well, they certainly are. And look, Up To My Wrist just handed it over to Smallcock because he didn't want to take responsibility for the kick out. That says volumes to me, Adam.
Oh, I completely agree. And Ellenbrook again with Anderson there just fumbling with it but keeping in front, which is what you need to do. And if they can wrap it up here, it'll be a big win for Ellenbrook. The umpires kept it going. Porter with a smother. It's he's definitely gone the line. That has to be deliberate. He's even kicked it over the line.
Come on, umpire.
Cool, something huge ass. Hurley was there asking, but he's given nothing again. The men in orange are really struggling to keep up with this game, but Ellenbrook keeping the pressure on, and again, St. Norbert's is going to be under defence here with this throw-in.
Well, once again, just a let-off from the umpires. I don't know what's happening, if the league wants St. Norbert's to win. However, Ellenbrook... I know 22 blokes who are going to... Oh, look at the desperation there! Oh, geez, that gets me excited, Adam.
That was Barr again, and Robertson, he's being held. How many times does this guy have to be held? He's managed to get a handball, but only as far as Shithole. Shithole's turned it over as well. Rutherford now, he'll hit a target. He's a steady player, and he has...
Just a cool head.
Great target there. He's hit Anderson, who's getting very prominent in this game, and again, he should kick it long, look for his mate. Luke Hurley, where is he? Instead, he's gone to the captain, and that's a great choice. Kappa was probably pushed in the back there. There's players around. It's been roved. But turned over again by Ellenbrook. Some great defence there.
And that's Vanderpants, and that's the first time we've called him today.
We haven't called Vanderpants at all, so he's starting to get involved. Anderson probably pushed in the back there, but not called. Robertson, who swooped around and kicked it deep inside 50 again. Ellenbrook continue to keep coming.
Chance here.
Again. Who's that? 15. That is the Porter.
That was, Cam Porter.
And he's hit
Luke Hurley.
Great centering kick by Porter, and the coach would be very happy with that. That is team football at its best.
Most certainly, Adam. I love seeing that. And now Luke Hurley with a real chance to bring the Eels even closer and put the pressure on St. Norbert's. They've got the lead at the moment, but they're struggling to hold it. And that's a very big belly there from Ivor Smallcock.
A few big players lifting at the moment. Anderson is being very vital in this third quarter, and that is now a goal.
The centre.
Luke
and the Eels are coming. Don't you worry about that. They are on their way back, Adam. I'm getting excited now.
Well, I can tell, David, and it's lucky we're not a biased commentary here because you'd almost think that you were barracking for them, but definitely not. Do not worry about that, but this game is definitely on. Some big performances at the moment in this third quarter from Bishop, Robertson and Anderson, and Luke Hurley's move up forward has been very, very important. All ticks there for the coaches who came up with that one, and there's a reason why they are coaching a grand final side.
Well, Adam, I like to think that I get equally as excited when St. Norbert's kick a goal.
Well, I mean, that was just evident there. So the umpire's about to throw it up here, and looks like Anderson's gone back in the ruck. Inns has done a little bit of work, but Anderson there, Best is in there. There's some big names. Best is chasing after that, and you know that he's going to give a lot of pressure. It's been kicked forward by Windass, looking for Harry Anus. He fends off his own player. Who was that? He's put it right in come on my face, Harry Anus. He's switched it across. It's very fumbly over there. Inns looking for the boundary line. Smart play. He's found Cullen White, who will go his left like you said he should, Van Rout. He's kicked it
And
long
look at
down
the
the line.
difference.
Look at that.
Bang on the chest.
Bishop just shrugs another tackle. He does that all day, kicking long down the wing now. Picked up by Glanville,
Good
I
pick-up
think.
too.
Great pick-up, just clean as, and Ellenbrook are now starting to play some really clean football. Kappa hovering. It wasn't a great kick to him, but you know he'll give a contest, and it's going to be cleared now by Sandy Castle.
And that's a terrible kick by Sandy Castle. Once again into the danger zone. Luckily picked up by his teammate there in...
Up to my wrist.
Up to my wrist, yep. And he's looking for Suckeroff.
The big fist by Michael Jauncey there.
Yeah, Suckeroff is not going to get around Jauncey, that's for sure. Oh, and look, we've got a real chance. I mean, Ellenbrook have got a real chance here as well. Oh no, well, it's picked up by St. Norbert's.
And proctologist has cleared it out to colonoscopy. Colonoscopy on the wing. Oh, Mike Hunt.
This could be dangerous. Oh!
That was cheeky by Mike Hunt. Some would say almost arrogant by the Hunt. He's managed to come off the boundary and just pick that up. He's looked for Paul Smoker.
Chopped off by Troy Burgess.
And he's socketed out. That is a win. Keep going, Troy Burgess.
Oh, and look at that
was almost in
desperation.
the back there by Ivor Smallcock.
It was definitely in the back, but I'm not relying on getting any kick from this huge ass.
Ivor Smallcock just put it right in Burgess's back, and he definitely felt that one. But great work by Troy Burgess.
Big manly grunt from the boundary umpire there.
Kick forward by Wendy Windass. Again looking for Harry. Oh, that's in between.
Straight through the hands
Who
of
was that?
Barr.
That's Barr,
Barr.
but he's look at that composure.
Oh, yeah.
He's not rushing.
Shepherd from Best. Don't.
And
what is he doing about
Hawthorne's even gone to the defence.
Bang, hit
He's
a
going to run
target.
hard. Bestie will run. He'll have a bounce. He might even have a second. He doesn't mind a bounce. Nope. He's going to ignore me and have a kick. He's kicked it long down the line. The camera is just all over the place. I have no idea where the football is. Hamilton's now got it. He's kicking long inside 50. We don't know where the ball is again, but Robertson's managed to... Oh, great Shepherd. And Hamilton, he's kicked it to
got
himself.
his own ball.
And it's gone out. Surely that he had no prior opportunity. It looks like a little bit of a scuffle here, but great. Oh, he's called it.
What?
I don't know what to say with that.
Yeah, but
Hamilton did great work. Great shepherd by Robertson, and Shithole somehow got a free kick from Hugh Jarson. I'd almost say that was a shitty decision.
Yes, I would have to agree with you, Adam, and now saying Norberts have the ball again and they can't deal. Oh, sorry, just
Calm on my
dozing
face.
off to sleep a
Just
little bit
died.
there.
Who's that over top of Calm on my face? That is Rutherford, who's just putting a lot
you're
of pressure.
gone. You
His
are
heels
gone.
everywhere. Rutherford will go again for a second effort, and Hicks is there as well. Hicks tried to smother it, and he's probably done well there, Hicks, because it's now gone out of bounds, and Ellenbrook can regroup.
Yes, and we can take a breath because this has been an exciting little passage of play when Ellenbrook get the footy.
Well,
anyway.
I've just had to get my asthma puffer out because I'm really struggling to breathe.
Well, St. Norbert's boring me to tears quite honestly, Adam, but when Ellenbrook get the ball, action...
Bend over there on all
action
fours. Calm on my face, felt Barr in there as well. They're all in there at the moment. Where's John Dick? Where is the Dick? He's not there at the moment, but I'm sure he would have been in that pack as well. The umpire's going to throw it up. Reece Inns is going against Ivan Smallcock.
Well, if this goes out, that's deliberate. He's
Bend
out of
over.
bounds, that's deliberate.
He's kept it. He's running Hawthorne, chasing him very hard there, and Hawthorne's
Good
pressure
body work.
has been great work. Who's
Matthew
that?
Best.
Matthew Best. He's really stepping up this quarter. He's gone to switch. I like it when
It's a
Best
smart
switches.
switch too.
That's a great switch to Hamilton, who's getting his hand on a lot of a ball. He will hit a target. Do not worry about that. He has. Who's he hit there?
That's Jauncey, and
Jauncey.
he goes down the wing. Oh no, into the centre of the ground.
Great
and
kick,
that's,
Glanville.
that's Kyle Hicks.
That was
Or was it
Glanville.
Glanville?
Definitely
You're
Glanville.
right. That was Glanville.
It's
they
tight
look a
in
little
here.
bit similar.
Oh, they're rebounding well. It's almost like a game of tennis at the moment. In and out of this 50 of Ellenbrook, but they're keeping the pressure on. It's been kicked wide. Again, probably deliberate.
And here's
apart from that.
Vanderpants. But
Hamilton
no, look,
again. Have a bounce, Hamilton. Instead,
me if you can,
he
Vanderpants,
delivers.
he
Oh,
said.
how's the delivery to Robertson? That is a great pass. He'll do the same. He's gone long.
Who's he spotted?
Looking for Patrick Casey in the other tower down there in Inns. Is that Inns?
That's, well,
I
yes,
don't
it
know who
was.
that
It was a
was.
good tackle. He's a good tackler, Reece Innes.
He's a great tackler. I still prefer him with the headband.
Oh, well, that goes without saying.
Anyway, Smallcock's cleared it, looking for colonoscopy, and he has him. Bend over is hovering around as well. He's going to be the next target, I think. Bend over, leading hard. He's managed to get it to on the first bounce, and he's there with Mike Hunt. They're both pushing each other. We talked about Mike Hunt and Bend over, both having a few issues.
And Shawnee Cassidy just there with him as well, Brew. That's him right there.
It's yes, he was, and he could be very vital in this last half.
I've got a feeling he will do something absolutely critical soon, Adam.
Anyway, Paul Smoker's got it, looking for Mangina. Mangina's led hard here, and he's taken it. The Frenchman, Mangina, and as we said, that was a great lead, but his kicking is yet to be ticked off in the happy category.
Well, that's right. Let's watch him again. He had one shot earlier that went through, but we don't rate it because it was ugly, and we don't like ugly kicking styles, Adam, do we?
No, we don't. But Manuel Gina, the French import, born on the 19th of the 7th, 1987. They like to call him Mangina down here at St. Norbert's. He's about 45 out. A tight angle. Dan's putting a lot of pressure. I don't know who's that in the commentary. Dan's put a lot of pressure on it. It could be enough. He's just tugged it left again, and very, very bad kicking by Mangina.
Well,
Costly.
you know what? I prefer that kick. It looked better. I don't care that it was a point. It looked better than his goal.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're getting approval. We're all about taking this game to the international level. And who's that? Just kicking to himself.
That's Barr.
Bar. All class.
Well, look, unfortunately, Barr was a very lonely child. He spent a lot of time just playing footy with himself, and he did that at the park a lot. Did you notice how well he did it?
He did it very well, and I mean, no one went near him, I think, because of the tattoos on his arm. They were thinking they're going to be in a bit of trouble. But Cassidy with the hands there, he did mention that he was going to have a big one. It's now run on there by Anderson, who just great pick up and kick long down the line for Robertson, who's starting to get active. He's managed to bump and put a bit of pressure there on Come On My Face. Robertson all over Come On My Face. I think he's just wiping himself clean at the moment.
And he just gained an extra 15 metres for his team. Now let's just talk for about 20 minutes while the boundary umpire catches up here.
Huge ass. Very, very slow today.
He is.
Anyway, Alan Robertson, he's got his hands on the hips there, but well deserved. He has been pushing very hard in this third quarter, and he is a premiership player, Alan Robertson. He loves the third quarters, and that's when games are won.
Well, it is, Adam, and I've just come up with I've been looking at the computer and come up with an interesting stat, and interestingly enough, when...
Sorry, David, I've got to cut you off because Ellenbrook... oh, no, it's been turned over to St. Norbert's. And we just lost David at the moment with some technical issues.
Yes.
It looked like Ellenbrook was going to kick a goal there, David. Can you tell us just your stat that you had for us?
Oh, you mean you want to hear it now? Okay. Well, I was going to say, Adam, I've done some research and discovered that when Ellenbrook score more than 70 points and restrict the opposition to less than 70, they invariably win.
Oh, I don't know how long that must have taken you to come up with, David, but that is why people tune in and listen to us here, is that kind of input, and you can keep those stats coming all day. Anyway, Barr has now got in defence, and he's looking at Hamilton. He is starting to put his hand up for the Norm Smith too, apart from that kick. Forget that kick. Hamilton is right up there
costly.
in the best of.
Oh,
well,
I would not have predicted that quarter any better than you did. You said Ellenbrook just need to pull back a few goals and then concentrate on the last quarter and pulling back a few more. They did exactly that. 9 points down and really starting to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And well done to Steve Burgess. I don't know if he was listening to our coverage, but Luke Hurley has been moved forward. He took a grab early in that quarter, had a set shot. He got his hand on the ball. He was definitely a big influence in that forward line. I think St. Norbert's were a little bit worried about him down there. There's a few other players that played some good football. The third quarter's a premiership quarter where games are won. I thought Alan Robertson, Carl Bishop both stood up. And then is there any other names you thought that really influenced Ellenbrook's comeback in that quarter?
Well, look, I mean, there are a few that we could name. I mean, once again, Kyle Hicks just playing out of his skin today. The big ruckman, Brian Anderson, just bashing everything forward. Guys down back like Nathan Barr, Callum White, and Shawnee Cassidy. These guys, they're just stopping every time. They're stopping the football every time that it comes down. And I think it's a real spread. Probably the two standouts would be Alan Robertson and Carl Bishop, and they're going to fight it out for the medal again, as they seem to every year.
That's exactly right. And as we said, it was just a hard-fought quarter there of football. Ellenbrook came back in it. What are your thoughts going into this last quarter, David? Ellenbrook have won a grand final. They've been here before. Is that any advantage?
It's definitely an advantage, Adam. They know how to win. They're only 9 points down. They've got the ascendancy at the moment, and they are coming. Don't you worry about that. People around the ground wrote them off, but they are back big time, and it's not going to take much for this game to swing right in their favour.
That's exactly right. Well, what's your final thoughts, David? We're about to start the fourth quarter. What's your final thoughts here?
Ellenbrook by 60 points.
All right, we're going to go down and listen to the huddle for Ellenbrook Eels. Well, it's the last quarter here of the 2012 Grand Final. St. Norbert's are just in front. They're up by 9 points here with Ellenbrook hitting back very hard in that third quarter. You can see the boys are taking